Hey there, fellow soil enthusiasts! Welcome back to another deep dive here at Soil Sage Chronicles. Today we're talking about something that might sound like science fiction but is actually happening right in our backyards, quite literally. The precision agriculture and digital farming revolution isn't just for massive commercial operations anymore, it's knocking on your garden gate, and trust me, you want to let it in. I remember when my biggest technological advancement was switching from a basic sprinkler to a timer-controlled system. Now, I'm monitoring my tomatoes' moisture levels from my morning coffee spot, getting alerts about pest pressure before I even see the first aphid, and my garden is practically managing itself. If that sounds like something you'd love to experience, stick with me because we're about to explore how this digital transformation can revolutionize your growing game. Let's strip away the intimidating jargon and get to the heart of it. Precision agriculture in your garden context means using technology to make smarter, more targeted decisions about when, where, and how much to water, fertilize, and protect your plants. Think of it as giving your garden a brain that never sleeps and eyes that see things you might miss. The beauty of precision agriculture lies in its ability to treat each area of your garden, sometimes even individual plants, according to their specific needs, rather than applying a one-size-fits-all approach. Your sun-loving peppers near the south fence might need different care than your shade-tolerant lettuce under the apple tree, and precision tools help you deliver exactly what each area requires. You know, this isn't about replacing your gardening intuition with robots. Instead, it's about enhancing that intuition with data that helps you make better decisions. When you combine your years of growing experience with real-time information about soil conditions, weather patterns, and plant health, well, that's when the magic really happens. The foundation of any precision gardening setup starts with sensors, and these little devices have become incredibly affordable and user-friendly. Soil moisture sensors are probably your best entry point into this world. These clever devices sit quietly in your garden beds, constantly monitoring moisture levels and sending updates to your smartphone. I started with simple moisture sensors in my raised vegetable beds, and the insights were immediately eye-opening. What I thought was adequate watering was actually leaving some areas too dry while others were getting waterlogged. The sensors showed me that my clay-heavy corner retained moisture much longer than the sandy area near my compost pile, leading me to create different watering zones. Temperature sensors add another layer of intelligence, helping you understand microclimates within your garden. You might discover that your so-called full-sun herb garden actually gets these cool shadows in the early morning, and that can totally affect when you should harvest. Or you might notice certain spots consistently run warmer and could actually support heat-loving plants you never thought possible in your zone. pH and nutrient sensors have also become way more accessible, giving you real-time feedback about your soil's chemical composition. Instead of sending soil samples off to a lab and waiting weeks for results, you can get instant readings that help you adjust your fertilization strategies on the fly. Personal weather stations have evolved far beyond simple temperature and rainfall measurements. These days, modern systems track humidity, wind speed and direction, atmospheric pressure, UV levels, and even soil temperature at different depths. This kind of comprehensive weather data becomes invaluable for timing everything from planting to harvesting. The real power comes when you combine current conditions with historical data and weather forecasting. Smart weather systems can alert you when conditions are just perfect for transplanting seedlings, warn you about incoming weather that might stress your plants, or let you know when humidity levels create ideal conditions for fungal diseases. I've learned to trust my weather station's frost warnings more than the general forecast for my area. Microclimates are real, and what happens in your specific garden can be surprisingly different from what the weather app predicts for your zip code. Last spring, my system warned me of an unexpected late frost that the general forecast totally missed, saving my newly planted tomatoes from disaster. Gone are the days of setting a sprinkler timer and just hoping for the best. Modern irrigation systems integrate with soil sensors, weather data, and even plant-specific databases to deliver exactly the right amount of water at the optimal time. Smart irrigation controllers actually learn your garden's patterns and adjust automatically. They'll skip watering sessions when rain is forecast, increase frequency during heat waves, and even adjust for seasonal changes in daylight hours. Some systems can even differentiate between different zones in your garden, giving your thirsty vegetables more water while reducing irrigation for your drought-tolerant native plants. The water savings alone make these systems worthwhile. I've reduced my garden's water consumption by about 30% while actually improving plant health and yields. The system prevents both overwatering and underwatering, creating more consistent growing conditions that plants absolutely love. Drip irrigation paired with smart controls takes precision even further. You can deliver water directly to root zones, minimize evaporation losses, and ensure that every drop goes where it's needed most. For container gardens or raised beds, this level of precision can mean the difference between thriving plants and constant worry about watering schedules. The most exciting aspect of precision agriculture isn't the gadgets themselves, but how they help you understand your garden in ways that weren't possible before. When you start collecting data about soil conditions, weather patterns, and plant responses, you begin to see correlations and patterns that improve your decision-making dramatically. For example, you might discover that your tomatoes produce better fruit when soil moisture stays within a specific range during the flowering period, or that your lettuce bolts consistently when afternoon temperatures exceed a certain threshold for 3 consecutive days. These insights help you take proactive steps rather than reactive ones. Plant monitoring apps that use image recognition to identify pests and diseases add another dimension to data-driven gardening. Take a photo of a suspicious spot on your cucumber leaves, and the app can identify potential problems and suggest organic treatment options before the issue spreads. Growth tracking becomes much more sophisticated when you can correlate plant development with environmental conditions. You'll start to understand exactly which factors contribute to your best harvests, and, honestly, you can replicate those conditions more consistently. The real magic happens when all these precision tools start talking to each other. Modern garden management platforms can integrate data from multiple sensors, weather stations, and monitoring devices to create, comprehensive pictures of your garden's health and needs. Automated systems can respond to multiple inputs simultaneously. Your irrigation system might factor in soil moisture levels, weather forecasts, and plant growth stages to optimize watering schedules. If sensors detect rising humidity levels that could promote fungal growth, the system might adjust watering timing to avoid wet foliage during those vulnerable evening hours. This level of integration means less daily management for you and more consistent care for your plants. The technology handles routine monitoring and maintenance while alerting you to situations that require your attention or decision-making. You don't need to transform your entire garden overnight or invest thousands of dollars to begin benefiting from precision agriculture concepts. Start with 1 or 2 sensors in your most important growing areas, perhaps moisture sensors in your main vegetable beds or a simple weather station to track conditions more accurately than general forecasts. Focus on solving your biggest gardening challenges first. If you struggle with watering consistency, smart irrigation might be your best starting point. If pest and disease management gives you trouble, monitoring apps and early detection systems could provide the most value. As you become comfortable with basic precision tools and start seeing results, you can gradually add more sophisticated monitoring and automation. The key is building a system that enhances your gardening experience rather than overwhelming it. Remember that precision agriculture tools are meant to support your gardening knowledge, not replace it. The most successful precision gardens combine technological insights with the gardener's experience, intuition, and understanding of their specific growing conditions. The precision agriculture revolution isn't coming to home gardening. It's already here, and it's more accessible than ever. Whether you're managing just a few container plants on a balcony or tending acres of homestead gardens, these tools can help you grow healthier plants, use your resources more efficiently, and honestly, spend your gardening time more effectively. The technology continues evolving rapidly, with new sensors, apps, and automation options appearing regularly. What seems cutting-edge today will likely be standard practice in just a few years. By starting your precision gardening journey now, you'll be well-positioned to take advantage of future innovations while immediately improving your current growing success. As we've explored together in this deep dive, precision agriculture isn't about replacing the joy and intuition of gardening with cold technology. Instead, it's about enhancing our natural growing instincts with information and tools that help us become better stewards of our soil and more successful cultivators of the plants we love. If this exploration of precision agriculture has sparked your curiosity about transforming your own growing space, I'd love to hear about your experiences. Drop a comment below sharing which precision tools you're most excited to try, and hey, don't forget to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more deep dives into the innovations shaping modern gardening. Share this article with fellow gardeners who might be ready to embrace the digital dirt revolution. Together, we're cultivating the future of sustainable, smart gardening, one garden at a time.